Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with Eddie Hearn in the wake of what was a thrilling fight until it wasn't for Mick Conlan. Talk me through the next steps for Mick. Is it potential retirement here for him?
Yeah, I think it's difficult for me to comment. It's one for him, but it's a tough road back for Mick Conlan. He wants to be in big fights. He wants to fight at World Championship level. And obviously losing to Lopez was okay, but losing to Jordan Gill is not for a guy that wants to operate at that level. So I think he's got some tough decisions, but if you ask me, honestly, I would probably say that's his lot, but I'm sure he'll make his own decisions.
What was the downfall for Mick here? Could you say that the fights he had has taken something out of him? Jordan Gill improvements, power we haven't seen before, really.
We have to talk about the brilliance of Jordan Gill. Mick Conlan is definitely not the fighter he once was. Whether that's his punch resistance or whether that's age or whatever it is. But I still think we need to give a lot of credit to Jordan Gill. The move up to super featherweight was massive for him. He should have done it years ago. He looked like he had great power. He looked like he had better punch resistance. But Michael didn't. And the knockdown was really heavy. Actually, his legs never really recovered during the fight. But he was coming back in the fight. And at one stage, I was thinking he might actually go on to win this fight from here. And then he was hurt badly. Jamie Conlan, who was next to me, was kind of looking at the corner as if to say, let's get the towel in. And no one complained with a stoppage from the team. I know Mick did, but I thought it was a good stoppage from Howard Foster because I think it saved him from getting hurt in a fight that he didn't need to be in when he was getting hurt at will.
Coming through the rest of the card, Kevin Ajaka getting a good win. Tyron McKenna wasn't as impressive as maybe the fight was billed out to be.
Yeah, Lewis Crocker's very, very heavy-handed guy. Levels above Tyron McKenna, which says a lot about him, and Kevin Ajaka, I think, boxed really well, particularly in the early start and the end of that fight. Just needs to believe in himself a little bit more. Good win for Sean McComb. Cameron Bong, great fighter, really exciting. Laylee Bustlejic as well, professional debut, and a good night. It's actually a thrilling main event, to be honest with you, but obviously not the result the crowd were after.
Through a few things. When is the Munguia rider announcement come in?
Very soon.
Now?
Not now, but maybe very soon.
What do you make of Zhile Zhang saying that Francis Ngannou turned down the fight with him?
I mean, I don't know why Francis Ngannou would fight Zhile Zhang, but
A source tells me that you and Jarrell Miller, a source tells me that you and Jarrell Miller, I didn't see it myself, had a conversation, a bit of a heated conversation after the day of reckoning. But Jarrell Miller said recently that AJ's team went out and went to apologise about the conversation that had at the day of reckoning. Did that happen, do you know?
Absolutely no idea. He came up to me and he said, "Oh, you scared, aren't you?" Now, on the stage, I ain't fucking scared of you. I said, "I know what you did." And he went, "Why didn't you back me like you backed Conor Benn or something?" I said, "Because I don't believe you." And he said, "Well, next time when you're in New York, I'll pull up on you or I'll have someone pull up on you." I said, "Go fuck yourself." And that was it. And I said, "I like you, but I know what you did." And that was it. And, listen, I don't mind Jarrell Miller, but I still can't have that. Like, I think AJ was very lenient on him. Because what I would have said was, you had your chance. And we all know what you did to try and gain an advantage to beat me. So, bye-bye. But listen, good luck to him against Dubois. It's a very good fight. And if he wins, and the public are desperate for that fight, who knows in the future?
So if the Saudis suggest that you would reconsider?
It's not my choice. It's up to AJ.
What do you make? I know you just mentioned it in the last interview, but it was a very interesting situation between Ryan Garcia and his promoters there, De La Hoya and Hopkins. So what was the situation there? Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Unbelievable. I mean, you imagine tweeting about your fighter 2 days out from a fight saying they've got mental health problems and that their confidence has gone and they're arrogant and calling them out at press conferences and standing behind them going like this. I mean, that's enough to give you mental health problems. He might lose tonight, Ryan Garcia. I hope he doesn't, but I've got a funny old feeling. Oscar Duarte is very limited, but he can punch a little bit. Very good body puncher. So, yeah, I hope Ryan wins, but very difficult to go into a fight with all that bullshit going on.
KSI's appeal for the fight to be overturned was rejected. Do you think that was going to happen? Did you imagine that was going to happen?
Yeah, I did. I've been imagining it a long time.
Finally, look, PBA, they're a board, they're an alternative board that could be used if the British Boxing Board of Control don't license the fight with Ben. Have you had conversations with them? Are you looking at them in any serious level at the moment?
I've met the PBA. I think they're a very, very professional organisation. And I think they have a big future in boxing.